live. Hello. Welcome to Happy Foot Sad Foot. I'm Darren Miller. I'm joined by my friend Kirk Larson, who is here at the game with me, and Vince LaRosa, who you know very well. Hello and welcome to the show. This was a good game. I'm gonna hot take. This was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Vince, fun? Yes, no? What do you think?
Fun to be had by everybody. When you score a touchdown in football, it's always good. Let's just put it that way.
Plus the field goal, not just the touchdown. We got the extra point too.
Of course, you had to come up and correct me as a better. You see, you understand the American football much better than I. You're correct. 6 points for a touchdown. You got to kick the extra point.
We did both footballs tonight.
I mean, to be fair, it was a touchdown during regulation, and then during injury time, we got the extra point, which is appropriate.
Wow. There was a lot of goals, a lot of great goals. They just finished all out here.
Wait, should we do a quick shout out to the awesome situation that we're in right now?
What at the field?
Yeah, so
we're
cool.
here. We're here at the stadium.
Wait. Can I?
Yeah, you want to show that?
Look, we're like up above. We're in the press box.
Here we are. Okay.
It's very fancy. It was pretty cool.
What's we got?
It is a little bit sad that it is super cool, but the view that you have, and nothing against you, Kirk and Darren. The view of you two is not even close to as good as it is when you turn the camera around.
No, there's just a wall behind us. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, it's just a sound. It's just a sound room.
You don't think this
It's
looks good?
it's just a room here. We are at the beautiful room. There's a lot going on in the comments. Thank you all for joining us. This is a lot of fun. Hopefully our sound is coming through okay because there's a lot of music blasting.
They're
here.
playing right now the Roots, one of the Roots' best but also most insane songs, The Seed 2.0. If you look at the lyrics,
Kirk grew up in Philadelphia.
Absolutely an insane song for them to be playing in a public setting.
Please keep your singing under 3 seconds so we don't get taken off. Don't get that YouTube strike.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you.
Your mic is very good. It's a very good shotgun mic you got there. So we can't hear the music outside. It's only picking up you guys.
Wow. Look at that.
So before we went live, we were talking about this is basically we were watching someone who was incredible at FIFA play against someone who had maybe just learned about holding a controller.
This was a FIFA game. This was the most FIFA game of all of the games we've had so far.
That little the Boanga doinker over his head, that was so much fun.
There were a couple doinkers.
Can you believe out of every single time we've done this, Darren, that we've gone this long without having pigeon talk? Oh, wait, or is this the first game where pigeon talk is a thing? I thought pigeon talk was something we always did.
I don't know. I think this is, I think we might need to make it an official segment of the show. Pigeon talk.
Pigeon talk.
Wait, so what was the pigeon situation for the at-home viewer?
That's a great question.
Definitely was the star of the show for the first 10
Oh, they really leaned into it?
Yeah. It was Max Bretos calling the game. So for you LAFC fans that are, it's Max, the voice of LAFC. And of course, if you know Max, if there's going to be something weird that happens, he's going to go at it and he's going to keep going at it until he picks that one completely apart. They had fun with it. Let's just say that. They had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, the happy foot, pigeon, sad foot, maybe he had a broken wing.
Yeah, we don't know.
Why did he keep showing back up? He was doing these big circles.
We don't want to speculate. You never want to speculate about injuries, guys. None of us are doctors and or veterinarians, so we should really be careful because this pigeon might have good lawyers.
There was a pigeon with a yellow vest that came and sprayed it with something, so I don't know.
Get the magic pigeon.
Yeah, we don't know. Hopefully, both Vela and the pigeon just had minor. They just needed a little breather, both of them.
We'll have to check. I follow the pigeon's wife on Instagram, so I think we'll have.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, Joey One Bar is waiting. Wait, Joey, if you can hang on for just one more minute, I want to get Vince. I want to get your happy foot and sad foot real quick.
Yeah,
if you got I don't know.
Yeah,
I can also stall because Joey's waiting. No. He's ready to go.
No, I can go. And I appreciate being back on the show, but I do have to get out of here a little bit quicker than normal. But happy foot obviously is just to feel good again. I felt joy again. We scored goals, a lot of goals. But also, I might pass this to you guys for a hot second. did not feel concerned at all. On the broadcast, they said that at 2-1, it looked like LAFC was a little worried. It didn't transmit to me across the TV, but you guys were in the building.
We were actually talking about it. It felt like for a second they were losing control.
Okay.
And like the momentum was shifting. Remember we were talking.
It was weird. It was like, why'd the momentum shift? It didn't make any sense.
And then they were like, oh wait, we should just score more goals.
Yeah. It was like they kind of like forgot what the situation was for a second. It didn't last long, but there was that moment where it did feel like
it was like 8 minutes.
The vibe did shift, and then it quickly shifted back, and everything was okay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, joy. It's so interesting because like we brought up before we were on, and now that we're on with the FIFA comparison, like it literally felt like watching your friend watch or play FIFA, where it was like, yeah, my boy's good. I know he's good, and he's like, you're scoring goals, but like you're excited, but it was, I don't know, there was never this worry, or there, you need a little bit of danger, and I just felt like there was no danger at all, and so flip side, maybe that's a little bit of my sad foot, because I know people will go to Vela. There's other things, and hopefully Vela is okay. Mine was like, I don't think we learned anything about LAFC in this game. And I know that's not really like a sad foot, but like, yes, they won 7-1. But if you're going to tell me that you're like, they're back, guys, they're back, I'm going to be like, they've played way better games than this. Like, it is awesome to score 7 goals in a game where you don't play that well. It just shows how talented some of the individuals are in moments. But in terms of like cohesive team play, it was okay.
I thought the defense was pretty strong. I mean, like there were a lot of like really clean removals of opportunity that I think maybe like make it seem not as impressive. But like they couldn't really get anything going. I thought that was pretty cool.
Sure.
I was sad once Uncle Chiellini got taken off because I wanted him to do the whole game.
We all are. If we could turn back time, Giorgio would play every game. But I know I do think a side happy foot was the amount of effort, like that extra bit of effort where you saw 2, 3, 4 guys around the ball every time they lost it, and to that point, yeah, they were able to clean up a lot of messes very, very well, and then basically just turn and shove it right back down the throat. So that was nice. That the effort was there. It's nice to see guys with legs underneath them for once. But again, there's just a lot of great individual goals and maybe not a ton of things to really rely on. But I will say that, look, they needed the time off, longest time they've had off. It's going to take them a second to rev up. So of all the things that you can do ahead of, a possible match against Chicho Arango and or Club Leon, you're probably pretty stoked about this.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's bring on Joey. Yep. Okay, let's bring on Joey. Joey, welcome back to the show. It's Joey One Bar. Joey One Bar. Called Joey One Bar for this reason. Joey, you're breaking up immediately.
Am I really? Because I have 3 bars on my phone, but I guess that's not worth it.
3 bars? There's no way you have 3 bars in your phone.
This dude on a Pixel 1.
I walked a different way specifically for you guys.
This is so funny.
No, you guys are just playing me.
No, Joey.
Wait, hold on.
You're
not.
Okay, so you're in and out.
Really just not coming through, man.
Oh, damn it. Well, all right. I did the gimmick. Woo! All right, it happened.
Joey, you're just. Thank you for maintaining character tonight. I got to meet Joey in person tonight for the first time.
That was weird.
Wonderful.
I was wondering who you're talking to because he kept pausing in the middle of a sentence, and then he made a different part of
that's
the room.
something that a lot of people don't realize is that Joey One Bar has One Bar in person as well.
Great product placement. If the screen's gonna freeze, that's the only time.
Yeah,
he's got the scarf.
And shout out to the Pasadena Napolitano restaurant called Setabello, which I learned means beautiful 7, and that's what LAFC got tonight with a beautiful 7 goal.
All right.
And I've got Thomas, the ever happy foot troll, dancing behind me. But yeah, good times.
Do you want to get a happy foot and sad foot in real quick before we lose any service?
Yes, I do. My brother's sad foot. He might still try to call in if you give him the cheap people's link because he tries to mooch off of my Patreon subscription.
Whoa.
His sad foot was going to be that we didn't score 7 goals. And now I guess the sad foot has to be that we didn't score 8. But there we go. Record set. It might be a while until we break this one. Sad foot.
Yeah. All right. Before we let's say a proper goodbye before we lose you entirely. Never mind, we've lost you.
He's gone.
He's completely frozen now.
There he goes. Oh,
That is really funny. Okay, well, there's Joey Wumbar.
that was
As
pretty epic.
just fulfilling every, yeah.
Well, I will sign off with a real sign off. Always a pleasure to join you
Yes.
guys, and I will make way for the next callers up. But I'll see you guys next time for sure. And always blast. You know, it's
Vince, give us a
sad
plug
that
for your before you leave. Give us a plug for your Substack.
VinceLaRosa.substack.com and Vince the Rose, that's Twitter and Instagram. But guys, just let everyone in the comments, let them know how much you would like me to be on the show more, because obviously we win 7-1 when Darren hits me up and asks me to come on, but only if Travis is not going to be on. So this is going to make things weird going forward, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in post.
Travis is out sick, and we promise it's not on purpose, but this worked out very well. Vince is on the show. He's sick tonight. We don't know how long he's going to be sick. He might be sick forever. We don't know. He's alive as far as all of you know. So thank you so much for joining us, Vince, for now and maybe forever. We don't know. All right. Take care. All right. That was Vince LaRosa. I've got a lot of comments to catch up on here. Hold on, everybody. Just give me a second.
Can I just say while you're reading this,
please?
One of my favorite notes that I see on the screen is at 22 minutes, Chiellini with a shot.
Yeah, I got really excited and wrote the note down that he got a shot. Sort of on goal. Was it on goal? No, it wasn't. It was wide.
But he kicked it hard.
I was so excited. I was so excited. It was a proper shot. It was like it was outside the box, but he really
he kicked it.
He kicked it. That's really the best way to describe it, guys. He kicked it.
He lined up and he tried to hit it at the goal, and he didn't hit the goal, but he shot it.
Travis is here.
Travis's sad foot was Vela. I mean, I don't know. As someone in the stadium, I didn't get a sense of exactly what was going on. It looked like he got a cramp.
It looks like he's just got a cramp. That's what I'm going to hope and what I'm going to say. Travis, you may see his comment on screen if you're watching. If you're just listening, Travis is commenting Travid-19. He's trying to rebrand COVID-19, the novel coronavirus.
COVID-19.
He's trying to make COVID about him. And you know what? Tonight it can be.
Travis, the person who has more vaccine in his bloodstream than anyone else.
It's true. Travis, I think Travis was the only person left that I knew besides myself, as I proudly say, who hadn't gotten COVID yet, and he fell victim to it.
You haven't gotten COVID yet?
I haven't. Yeah, I'm clean, guys.
Drop a Darren get COVID in the chat, please.
Yeah, really wish me well.
Darren, yeah.
Oh boy. Well, lots of great comments. Kelly Williams, happy foot. That picture made me laugh. Made my daughter laugh so hard. Sad foot. I really thought we'd see Crepo for a minute at the end there. I didn't even think about that. At a 7-1 game, I guess you're right. We could have why not throw him in there? That would have been fun. Yeah, he's almost ready. He'll be back soon.
One happy foot for me. I don't know if this was picked up on the broadcast, but I really liked the Juárez coach's white T-shirt.
Oh, I missed it.
It was really nice. It just looked
was
nice.
It on the
it
broadcast?
Wasn't quite as good as the Bears, but it was nice.
Luke Lip, front of the foot. Sad foot is Chiellini not getting the Golazo in the first half. He had so much room and charge down the field with the ball sailed high and wide.
We agree, Luke.
Yes. Man, I wanted that.
I wanted a Vela hat trick.
Yeah. It did seem like, so I don't know if we didn't catch it live, but I don't know if we could tell on the broadcast. They were in a situation where they got to choose who got the hat trick pretty much.
Yeah.
And Vela, and it was Bouanga and not Vela. I don't know. Is there
hamstring decided to be a gentleman?
Yeah, I get. Yeah. Oh, was Vela already out at that point? I don't know.
Vela was out. Yeah, right directly before the hat trick.
Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we've got another caller joining this show. Let's bring Dueñas' dad in.
What's happening?
Speak. You're very dark, so I can't see any lighting. You could actually be Dueñas' dad, and we wouldn't know.
Could be.
Absolutely, do not look at the camera. I
Yeah.
can see that you're driving.
No. It's an Uber.
Okay, good. This is okay for everyone watching, for lawyers, for cops who might be watching. This is man as the backseat.
He's not driving an Uber.
No. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the show.
First time, long time.
Oh, good. Thank you for joining us. What's up? How's it going? What prompted you to call in? Do you have a happy foot, sad foot? What's happening?
So happy. We crushed it. I drove from off work from Sherman Oaks, made it into the stadium in the 24th minute.
Shout out to the Valley.
And then we crushed it. Like, I sat down, we scored 2 goals back to back. I hope Vela was actually trying to do shit on purpose. It looked like it just hit his shin and magically went in. It was amazing.
No, that was definitely on purpose. That was like a rude hold L, hit Y, and pop it over the goalie's head. Yeah. I'm convinced we watched an actual FIFA stream.
Yeah, it was as close as it gets. It's as much as I've ever seen. You're breaking up slightly. This is a warning shot. I hope we're doing okay. We're not quite at Joey Wombar status, but we're almost there.
Wait, Luke does have a good question. Do we get 2 free Baskin Robbins scoops tomorrow?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we don't know.
I hope so.
Do you have a sad foot to share with us? Joining us as dad?
Holding himself.
You are breaking up, unfortunately. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to say goodbye. I'm sorry. It is fitting because there really is no real sad foot tonight. That's the kicker here. We're gonna add Frumpy to the show. Frumpy, you're on mute right now. It looks like.
There we go.
Welcome to the show.
So I do have a sad foot that I think we can all enjoy.
Please.
The sad foot of the night was that the coolest goal of the night was scored by Juárez. So, like, even though, like, there was only one goal, let me show you.
Someone said it out loud.
He did something like this. It was like,
oh my God. We're getting a demo. Unbelievable.
It was pretty sick. I don't know. Our team wasn't that cool. Like, I don't know. Sad foot us for not being that cool.
That's good. That's solid.
Yeah, it would have been. I think it would have been better if it was 7-1 Juárez, but we had scored the goal that way.
No. Let's not go that far. I will say, if you're just listening and you're not watching after the fact, you should be watching. We just got a full on visual demo.
Exactly. That was exactly how it happened too. Like pure representation.
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect.
So
if you're just listening, we can say that he had the kit on and everything. He was on the field. That was great. Do you have any? Not that there's anything more you could possibly add that meets that bar, but did you want to add a happy foot to your sad foot? This is the happiest sad foot we've ever gotten on the show, I think.
No, I would say that my only happy foot is that, that I just love LAFC.
Your only happy foot?
Well, I don't want to admit my happy feet because it's like, them just going to be pleading the fifth. And that's the thing I don't want to do tonight. So it was great to watch them win 7-0. This is my second game. Watching them win the entire time I've come to play. I've never seen an LA team win in person. This is the second time I've watched an LA team win in my 32 years living in Los Angeles and going to a live Los Angeles sports game and watching a team win. This is the second time I've been to a blackout Dodger game, meaning I've gone blackout drunk and watched them win, but I don't count that. So this is the second time in my 32 years of watching other sports teams and watching a team win. So that's it.
That's incredible. What a happy this is the happiest sad foot and maybe the happiest happy foot that we've gotten on the show.
So there we go. That's that.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Care.
All right, you too. That was awesome. Frumpy joining us with a really a life moment on the show. We've got more people joining us. Adam, I know you were trying to join us before and you
is this 2 Adams?
Two
Adam. Welcome.
Adam Conover and Adam. We were at the game
That's
together.
not Adam. You're not Adam.
What?
Oh no, you're breaking up slightly.
Okay,
You're
no, we're
breaking
here.
up slightly. Just a little
We
bit.
had a great time watching LAFC win 7-1.
We saw 7 of the goals in person and 1 while we were in the merch store.
No, well, 6 of them in person and 1 in the merch store. Yeah. Everyone in the merch store popped off. Everyone lost their shit.
Yeah, great merch.
Oh, that's fun.
Which goal was that? Was that like the third goal or
Which goal?
was
Yeah,
the-
which goal was the merch goal?
We missed the first goal of the second half. We missed their goal and we missed our first goal in the second half. That's all.
Yeah, but then we
missed
saw
those goals as
7 or
well.
8
We
more
saw
goals.
them on the
Goals.
screen. Yeah.
I caught the third. I think it was the third LAFC goal. I caught behind the counter when I was waiting for a beer.
It is. I do think that it's rude of the teams to score that close to halftime.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
I agree. Give us a second to get back, you know?
Like,
Well,
come
they-
on.
They felt bad because they were like, oh, this guy got up to pee and he missed the goal. We should score another one. And then, oh,
That's
that guy was getting French fries. We need to score another one. You know?
They did score. They scored a goal for every single person that missed
Yeah,
a different
every
goal.
time someone they were like, we'll wait till they get back and score another goal. It's very nice of them actually to do that. It's very
It was super kind.
Yeah, that's good. They did make goods.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the Birria Tacos, which I talk about every time. Adam had Birria Tacos for the first time, and he agreed that it's the best restaurant in Los Angeles.
That's my happy foot. My sad foot is that I think I would have gotten along wonderfully with the goats when they were alive in person. I would have liked to.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Why does that
okay.
need to be sad though?
Wow.
Can't you honor their legacy by eating them?
Question.
Did you think you honored their legacy by eating them?
Oh my God! Yeah, I honored the legacy mostly with cheese and hot sauce.
Yeah. The Birria cart once again is out in front of the stadium, is undefeated. They're there every game. They're
The goat?
incredible. I got their business card so that I can have them for my next birthday party. They're so good.
I'm sorry.
With real goats, and then we're gonna have the taco stand with their siblings.
Wow.
I have a happy foot, which is it was my second time this year seeing Denis score a hat trick. Incredible.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was at the last time he did it at the beginning of the season. My sad foot is that I heard when I was briefly on before and we were leaving the stadium, I heard Vince say that we didn't play that well, that it was like, oh, we scored 7, but we didn't play that well. That's like a contradiction. We scored 7 goals. We played very well.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I personally
So
argue
dumb.
They played wonderfully.
I know he seems like a smart guy, but it's dumb to say that we played badly when you beat the other team 7-1. We beat them 7-1. We played very well.
How many goals would we scored if we played well?
A lot of people have a misconception, Adam. It's better to actually lose or tie.
Yeah. What is this? I don't understand. Like, maybe I just don't. I'm not good enough of a soccer knower, but like when you watch a team lose and you're like, but they played well, and then you're like, they won, but they played badly. I think the point is to win the game, not to express some sort of ephemeral soccer beauty that is only understandable in the mind of a true soccer knower and is unrelated to the score. I don't understand that. You played good if you win the game. What?
That's a good point. I mean, I would love to get. You know, what we should do. We should do an extended, full-on debate between you and Vince.
No, I think Vince needs to just write. He needs to write at least a 5-paragraph essay
Of all the
why they played poorly.
Of all the YouTube debates that happen, this can be the most useless and also best one.
I'm very smart, but I like to be. I'm dumb about soccer. It's one of the only things I'm dumb about, and I like it that way.
I personally would like to do a bad job at anything in my life as long as I come out on top. I'd rather do that.
Save, yeah, I was piss poor, but 7 times better than the other guy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think he's pointing to some tactical things that maybe could be better, that against a better team we might not have done so well. I think he's maybe looking ahead. Obviously, I have no problem with this outcome.
What's the highest score?
This might be a record for
of
LAFC.
Or of any MLS team. Like, what is the 7
Good
goals?
question.
7 goals is, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are keeping track. More than 4? It's more than 5 goals. It's a lot of goals.
It was a lot. It is definitely more than both 4 and 5 goals. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe more than 6 goals as well. We're not sure. If anyone in the comments knows, let us know.
I have an extra happy foot. Can I say it?
Please, yes.
It's that my favorite part of the whole game is when they sing "Sha la 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 la" at the end of the game.
Yes.
And Nathan Ordaz got to sing it, and I thought that was cute and nice.
We watched that. We got to watch it from the press box. I delayed the start of the live stream so I could watch that.
We got to get on the expo line. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I hope all of you are as lucky as to play as badly as to score 7 goals.
Thank you both, Adams, for joining the show. As usual, we've got another caller who's been waiting very patiently. You're on mute. Please off-mute yourself and let us know what's up.
Hey, what's up? I got to go walk back over to this pole. I had a visual joke, and now it doesn't work.
Oh, no.
But anyways,
So sorry.
I don't want to do a happy foot or a sad foot. I want to do like an after-the-fact storyline.
Okay.
And my after-the-fact storyline is Sergi Palencia, our third fullback.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why Hollingshead and Palacios have been playing every game. He got hurt in the CONCACAF Champions League final.
Yes.
And after that point, we were having a really hard time. And, man, 14 games and we won 3. I mean, we never really felt like ourselves. It was dark ever since then. And we're back now. And him getting out on the field, I feel like, is kind of that full circle. Like, we went through this dark, lose the finals thing, and now that Sergi Palencia is back, it's really great to see.
I might have told you, did he get playing time today? I completely missed that.
He did. He subbed on.
When was that? I totally missed that.
Later in the game, I mean, I think it was after Ordaz. It was
oh wow, that's pretty late.
Maldonado and Duenas came.
Yeah,
and
I
then
remember that.
Ordaz for Vela.
And then that was the
Valencia
last sub.
Was our last sub.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for adding that to the mix. That's awesome. So he's good to go.
So this is my visual. That's my visual joke. What's our goal total?
Goals. We did it.
It B7.
Okay, if you're just listening,
B7.
this man is parked on B7 in the parking structure. Also, if you're just listening, I think now's a good time to mention this man has no shirt on. He does have a hat on.
If we have 3,
but no shirt on.
If we have 3 goals, that's the rules. The shirt comes off, and I didn't make the rules. 3 goals, 2 nips.
Does this count? Right, exactly. I don't know if this counts as far as Happy Foot, Sad Foot goes, as far as our listeners are concerned, as far as our audience is concerned. This is a Happy Foot, Sad Foot injury. I think you have an injury of the shirt. But I think you're doing fine. And you're still
upper extremity? Or
Yeah,
middle extremity.
That's right. Our lower extremity guy is not great. I don't trust him. But our upper extremity guy is great. So I think you'll be in the starting lineup in no time.
Yeah, and just real quick, Frumpy didn't want to talk about his happy foot and his sad foot.
Okay.
But I'll tell you his real happy foot and sad foot, Frumpy.
Please do.
He didn't want to admit it because his happy foot was he didn't poop his pants.
Oh. This seems like there's a much longer story that we don't have time for that really would help to understand why that's happened.
Sad foot was he tried to sneak in 5 hot dogs and security took them from him. So that's his real sad foot was he lost 5 hot dogs to the gate security.
Here we go. Frumpy, sad foot. Security guards sent goons after me for throwing mustard packets at them. It seems like Frumpy had a more of a difficult time than was clear from his appearance on the show. We're scrolling through the Frumpy Hooper 69 comments now. They looked dehydrated. They needed salts. I get beer thrown at me a lot. They can take some mustard. He repeated that comment as well. He had a tough night tonight, I believe. 2 free scoops. This man is unhinged. Thank you to him and to you for joining the show. Anything else to add? Any parting words?
Thank you.
Good.
Up the Foot Clan.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining as always. Wow. Some people really had a night. Oh, my happy foot. Someone finally asks me.
Yeah, what was yours?
I had a lot of happy foot. I really noticed. I really felt like I noticed Denny and Vela. My chair has wheels. It's very exciting, so I'm making the most of it. Denny and Vela had a lot of like give and go stuff going on tonight. They really found each other a lot, and I feel like they connected in a way that like I feel like I've wanted to see them as a duo a lot this season, and they were like a half step away from it. And tonight it really felt like they were a duo. They were really finding each other in a lot of fun ways. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but they scored quite a bit.
Yeah, 5 goals.
The two of them.
I mean, there was that one shot, the one that Vela just went wide on, that like bending.
Oh my god, we had such a good
such
angle on that shot. So guys, there was that shot. You know what? I have it on my notes. I can give you the exact.
Yeah,
you're gonna want the time code. You're gonna want to know exactly when this happened. When was it? 40. Yes, 40th minute. Vela has a shot. We have the best angle possible on this shot. He's in the like corner of the box.
Bend it like Vela.
Yeah, just a beautiful shot. Just happens to thread the needle with like maybe 4 or 5 guys.
It was so cool.
We watch it go past the goalie, and then suddenly there's a defender there right on the goal line to save it. That might be the most beautiful almost goal I've ever seen. Yeah, that was at really least in cool. person. Definitely,
I've never seen that much touch on a shot in person.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, there were a few. They could have had even more. There were a few. Also, it should be said out loud. What's up?
I see some requests. There's someone join the COVID club, Darren.
Oh, people want me to get COVID. That's so cool. That's awesome. I love that.
Darren's too much of a nice guy to get COVID.
Cool.
Darren, you're getting COVID. You're definitely getting COVID.
Okay.
What if I have COVID?
Yeah, I'd prefer not to get COVID, to be totally honest with you guys, which is why I've been, taking precautions and being responsible. But no big deal. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Everyone who's gotten COVID, it's not your fault. Anyway, well, not everyone.
I went to Florida and I got COVID.
Yeah,
that was
they
my
give
fault.
you COVID. It's like a lei when you go to Hawaii. They just give it to you as a necklace. What were we talking about? Vela Boanga?
Yeah, Boanga. What a beautiful hat trick.
Oh,
what an incredible the one that got called back. That got video reviewed. His second goal.
Oh yeah, that almost. That almost didn't count, but
goal,
it was clear. When they showed the replay, it was pretty clear who was on side. What I was gonna say is that first goal. I mean, it was really a Boanga goal. Like Boanga is the one who made that goal happen. It went off of Hollings's back, and he got the credit for it. But like, I mean, I would say that's 3.5 goals if you're asking me. So,
yeah, he was really in his power.
Micah Gutierrez, happy foot. Ryan Hollings said, yes,
happy back.
That also, yes. Ryan Hollings back.
Backy foot.
Backy foot, Ryan Hollings back. Heady foot, Ryan Hollings back. I don't know. We'll workshop it.
He's back.
Join the COVID club. It's true. I'm seeing this now. Wow. Okay, I am behind on comments. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the comments. Kelly Williams. We've gone to her before. We're going to her again. She has great
Kelly,
comments.
I noticed something.
The pitch looked good again. She said another happy foot.
So much sand every time they.
Okay, so Kirk is here noticing the sand. Kirk, I'm going to tell you.
I love the sand.
This is less sand than there usually is. We've been noticing this on a lot of the postgame shows. It was better tonight, as Kelly mentioned.
I mean, I thought it was dramatic.
Than it usually is.
I liked it.
It was dramatic.
If it were up to me, there would be more.
Well,
sand.
usually there was a lot more. There's
like
a lot more,
cartoons.
and you're wondering what it is, and people are slipping, and people are getting injured.
I'm not wondering what it is. I play golf. I know what it is.
We've also been watching many people mow the grass as we've been doing this.
And there's a man. He has like a kind of like a birch. Birch.
Should we show this?
Parchment to him, and he's pouring sand. He looks like he's the Sandman.
Can you see it, Kirk? Can you tell me if this is properly on camera?
Good. There's just two.
They're really trying to fix. I mean, look, it's not for lack of effort. They're really trying to make it happen, guys. We always notice there's something weird about the landscaping here.
What a fun summer job. A good way to get your allowance.
It's true. But yeah, I agree. It was better tonight than it usually is. We've got more comments to get through. Let's see.
Sadfoot, this guy with his shirt off.
Joey AF. Oh damn! Next time I want that burrito. every time Adam comes on the show and plugs the
Can I say
Birria
something?
stand,
As someone who doesn't watch all the post game shows but does listen to the podcast, I didn't know about the birria, and we had that quesadilla cart. That was really good.
it was really good.
You
It
didn't
was
tell
really
me
good.
there was like a
Well, because I famously, not so famously, I always try to find this stand that Adam always talks about, and I've even asked Adam directly how to get there. I've never been able to find
Adam has
it.
the business card though. He can hook you up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask him again next time. I don't know what to do. I keep trying to find it, and I can never
We
find
got
it. So
some-
tonight
we
I
got
just gave up.
somebody.
We've got another person joining us on the show, Lil Jacuzzi 93.
1.5.
If you can turn your radio down, as they say,
Oh shit!
we can
Oh,
hear
hi.
you.
Oh,
We can't see you.
Here.
You're all black. You seem to be at a party of some kind.
I got these motherfuckers yelling at me here.
Okay.
Let me see. Lights, camera. Hey.
Oh, hey, it's a human.
It's Lil
How do you guys
Jacuzzi.
feel? 7-1. Good shit.
How do we feel about it? I mean, yes, good. Yes, good.
Did you expect a SmackDown or no?
Honestly, in the beginning, I thought it was going to be pretty close.
I came with no expectations. It did look close in the beginning. We took a good 5-10 minutes to be like, what's going on here? And it seemed kind of like it could go either way. But it also didn't feel like that precarious.
Is this not the best outcome at the bank that we've ever had?
It might be.
7
This is
goals
Kirk
at
just
home.
looked this
I think
up,
probably
actually.
the highest
at home.
scoring game. The highest scoring MLS game are from the Dread Pirates, the Galaxy, 8-0. But like 7-1 is the Sounders in 2020
But
did a 7-1 game.
For
So
LAFC,
this is like
This is up there.
No, what I'm saying is,
the
like,
Los
in all
Angeles
of
Football Club,
for any MLS team, it's one of the highest. So yeah, it's definitely the highest LAFC.
This must be the highest LAFC.
So this is I know this is the League's Cup. Well, so actually, I wanna kind of say, like, how do you guys feel about the League's Cup? Like, because I've had a lot of people say that this is one of these things that doesn't need to happen, and I'm kind of saying this is one of those things that should happen to get our teams more ready for these international competitions that we're going to have to be a part of down the line, right? Like, League's Cup right now feels like one of these things that, oh, it's just another bullshit fake competition that just got created out of nowhere, which is kind of true, right? But at the same time, this is something that's going to help build up our teams to become
you're breaking up a little bit
at that next level.
Okay.
My bad.
You broke up, but I think we
saying,
got it. I think to help our teams be experienced at the next level. Yeah, I agree. You know what? I've been kind of reserving judgment with the League's Cup because for the most part, I'm upset about us having to continuously have more games, extracurricular games, if you will, that
sure
hurt our chances. Obviously, in this situation, we got a rest, and in this situation, they paused the league. So with all of that,
has to deal with extracurricular games, right?
Yes.
Now, the United States has the least experience in dealing with other countries when it comes to extracurricular matches. And I think the more that we have to play teams from other countries, the more that we're going to have to play them. And the League's Cup is one of the first times where we're going to regularly have to be in competition with Mexico. And when you look at expanded competitions like the Club World Cup, this is going to be something that's going to go on to help us. We're going to have to be playing more teams from abroad.
Juárez played a lot differently than an MLS team. They were a lot more like big across the pitch passes. They were like a lot more, they weren't as effective as maybe they wanted to be, but I did think it was a different style of play. I think that's a good point.
I think we are seeing that a lot.
Being
a lot
an expansion team from Mexico, I think also means a lot too. Like I don't hold anything against. I feel bad almost beating Juárez 7-1. Like if this was a like a Cruz Azul or a Chivas, like I'd be fucking proud. But to smack the shit out of a team like FC Juárez, like, oh man, God, yeah. I almost feel bad for them. Like I don't want to beat them that badly, but it's one of those things. Like I'm just glad that we were able to, as an MLS side,
come in against a Liga MX side and just do the business. You know, we've regularly been unable to do so, and this is one of those times where, hey, we've shown our dominance as a club internationally. Let's see how we can continue to replicate that. And that's again why I think that the Leagues Cup is going to be good business for both America and Mexico. This is going to be a format in which both sets of clubs can come in and prove their worth across borders.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
something that our clubs haven't been able to do necessarily for a long time, aside from CONCACAF. And the more that both clubs are able to do so, the more that we will be regarded on a global scale.
I totally agree with that. I think that's a great point.
That's what this is about.
I also think that the MLS teams and Liga MX teams are more even than I think people expected. I think the competition has been really good overall. Obviously, we're saying this after a 7-1 game.
It's funny you say that, because I filled out that bracket, and I overestimated the Liga MX clubs. Honestly, I put the majority of them in the first and second positions on my bracket, and so far that hasn't necessarily been the case. And you could call that a financial thing. You could call that a clubs hitting above their weight on the expected goals, expected assist bracket there. You could call it a number of things. But, you know, at the end of the day, MLS is coming out swinging on the first League edition, and it could be interesting to see what happens. I just want to say, I hope Miami does not win. If Miami, I got everybody. I got Danny and Joey AF in the car with me.
Wait a second. All these calls are coming from the same place.
Oh, we all ride together. This is my family, actually, funny enough. The Joey 2 bars and Danny no shirt is actually my family, funny enough. They're my 2 cousins.
Wow.
And but I just want to say, if Miami ends up fucking winning the Leagues Cup, if Messi continues to keep on doing as he does, it's going to be a good thing for the league. But overall, Miami is so undeserving.
I will say,
undeserving. And I hope that we get the ability to show them the business at home in the Cup before we play them on what it is, September 5th, is it, guys?
I did see a lot of people all around the stadium were watching the Messi goal.
Yeah, when we went to the concourse,
every time you would turn, people were looking at their phone, and I saw pink jersey.
I made it a point today not to keep myself involved with the Los Angeles Football Club and not involved with Lionel Messi. So I actually have not yet. Was it a good? Did you guys see the goal? Can you assist me on that? I haven't seen the goal yet.
He's I don't know if you know this. Very good at this sport.
The guy's good. Yeah, he's good at soccer.
Yeah, he's really good, and he's maybe incredibly legendarily good.
Oh no shit.
He might be.
Fuck.
And so he's playing against people who are very, very good, but he's maybe the best ever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard that.
Yeah, so you're telling me I shouldn't sell my ticket for $500?
No, maybe you should. I don't know. It depends on your value structure.
No.
Your priorities.
No. I would never. Is that something we can talk about real quick? Can we do a change of subject from the 7-1 victory tonight to Lionel Messi's appearance on September 5th? Is this something that's going to be? Can we talk about that? Who do we expect? Do we expect that Messi's going to play?
I would assume so. It does seem like
a big stage for him.
It does seem like there's a World Cup qualifying match between that Argentina is in on the 8th, I believe. I just noticed there's a full moon out tonight. It looks like that's beautiful.
The full moon was
yesterday. This is just one
Saturday. How many years now have we seen the Carlos Vela Chicharito highlight? This is gonna happen, and then what do you know? They're injured.
Oh, well, it's possible, but
I could possibly see some weird bullshit that happens down the line where all of a sudden all these tickets become worthless because
you're trying to drive the prices down.
Turned a wrong knee.
I know what you're trying to do. I get it.
Listen, I have to say that I resent all the people that I know that are selling
all these tickets are, going $500, $600, $700. And I really kind of resent that, man. And that's the one problem I'd put with MLS.
That's your sad foot.
Selling tickets?
That's my sad.
You don't like it that
Not
sometimes
for
people can make
selling
money?
tickets for unreasonable rates. Take exorbitant scalping in MLS. And I don't want to say that LAFC is like the prime problem with that, because obviously Messi's going to play a lot of games in the next, several months. But I really do resent going on to Ticketmaster just for the kicks of seeing how much a supporters ticket's going to be worth, and seeing LAFC sports section tickets going for $500-$600. That's a little fucking ridiculous, man.
I think there's a very a broad issue going on with event ticketing in general right now, which is really.
Let's not disparage Ticketmaster.
This is Ticketmaster. If you want to sponsor the podcast, please feel free. You can get in touch. I will say one thing that I want to say on a semi-related note is that on a Wednesday night in a non-league game against a team that is not in this country, the stadium really did end up filling out quite well. It was officially, and I'm gonna mute you just so you know. You've got a lot of background noise.
It's because he's smoking a cigarette out the window.
I see. Okay. If you're listening, I'm so sorry for all that insane background noise that just occurred. Little Jacuzzi 93, you are muted just for the time being while I finish just saying that I think the stadium filled out quite nicely tonight.
That's good.
It was officially and formally a sellout crowd. We did see very few empty seats,
but also
on a Wednesday night.
Very few Juárez supporters. The supporters, like the away section was pretty.
So they always send the supporter section of the away team to section 217 in the corner. I don't have that memorized. I'm literally looking at it right now at the window. And there was just like maybe 20 of them. It was bad. It's a whole different country, so I get it. But there were very few of them. I'm going to take you off mute, hoping that the background noise is gone. Did I unmute you? I unmuted you.
It's all good, man. We definitely, that supporter section conversation's definitely one to take up with the FO. I mean, I understand relegating away support to a very particular section of the stadium, but in order to my whole thing whenever I'm talking about Major League Soccer is to enhance the experience for the overall supporter, right? Like, I want this sport to become top 3 in America. Baseball and MLB is losing its ground amongst the youth, right? Like, it's become a boomer game to like 40 up game, right? Football, like traditional football, has the ability to become a top 3 sport in America, and the more we do that is by making the game more accessible, both for the home and the away. And I think that the beauty of football, our football, right, is away support, and highlighting the away support and making away support more accessible and more visible is going to be something that's going to benefit the game all around the country. And I think that LAFC would really benefit from expanding its away section, making that away section more visible and more amenable. I dislike when I'm standing out in the what do we call it? In the tailgates, we see away supporters walk by. We give them a little bit of shit, but at the same time, I'd like to bring them in, talk to them, see what their experience is like in their own away sections back home. And then we'll beat their ass in the game. I want to make football more accessible and more amicable and grow the game across the country.
I think that's great. Yeah, I'm all for that. I think I think the one missing piece there is that it's not on us. They didn't bring the fans, so if they show up, I think we treat it differently.
And of course, this was an international match, right? So I don't expect
the largest turnout necessarily from Juarez. And that's one of the beautiful things about LAFC, right? We have one of the better away support groups.
Oh, we're losing you.
It's going through a tunnel.
We're losing you. Oh no. Okay. Thank you for joining the show. These were great points. We're gonna take you off the stream right now. I will say, I think where you were going with that was that we are very privileged to have great away support on our team. We travel very well. Other teams don't necessarily travel very well, but we can still treat traveling fans of other teams.
I mean, almost every city that has an MLS team has a significant amount of people who live in Los Angeles, right?
It's true. We are,
and I've definitely felt he said an amity, but there's an enmity when folks in different colors show up. And if I don't know if it's meaningful, but maybe it would be nice if it was like, hey, everybody's welcome here, but we'll fuck you up.
No, there's something to be said for having like a rival supporter section that like, yeah, take your best shot as
like
opposed to like you go over
like
here.
The nicest part of the whole stadium. It's like really nice. There's
here,
food.
We'll do everything we could possibly do for you. There's no way you could possibly measure up to us.
I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's a funny way to like. Every other stadium takes the opposite tactic of just like fuck you, especially Galaxy. But it would be funny if we were to like treat traveling supporters like particularly well.
Welcome in.
To know that like, look, we'll do whatever we can possibly do to help you because you're going to need it because you're not going to win. I love that idea. I think that's great. I want to get through just a couple more comments, and then this has been quite a long live stream. We've been very grateful to have so many people joining us tonight. This is one of the most lively live streams we've had in a while. It makes sense. We scored 7 goals tonight.
Big deal.
Tim Morgan, Sadfoot, this guy with his shirt off. Yes, Daniel Young. Is this guy drunk? I think this was a comment that was great because it really applies to pretty much everyone who calls into these shows. I don't know who he's asking about because who knows? It could have been anyone. Drover Shy, friend of the foot.
This is a good question.
Wait, is Travis the curse? It's possible. Maybe I should be going to all these games. We don't know. Just throwing it out there. We don't know. Sorry, Travid, is how he followed it up. So is this guy drunk? We don't know.
Is it Travis? Is that a pun, like a COVID pun?
But then, in the end, YT Pablito says, Darren, how many IPAs? Maybe I'm the one who's drunk. We don't know. In the end, we're all the winners and we're all the drunk.
We're all the cursed and we're all the Travid.
We are all Travid tonight. Please wish Travis a speedy recovery. Please like the YouTube video.
And would you
subscribe.
Smash that bell? Would you please smash the bell?
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Subscribe to the show. Become a patron if you'd like. $5 a month.
Get a sick scarf. 5 people got scarves today.
We're almost out of scarves. I think we are out of scarves. Actually, we're sold out.
The scarves are sick. I'm looking at it in person. It's a beautiful piece of fabric that you have your hands on.
We have other merch. happyfootsadfootpod.com. Tell your friends. Review it. Rate it. There's plenty of things you can do for free as well.
Don't hesitate to celebrate when your team wins 7-1. You don't have to say they played like shit.
We're gonna have to have Vince back on to go through the nuts and bolts of the actual tactics involved in what they need to improve on here, because we're not the ones to do it. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the show. We'll see you again soon. We've got another round coming up soon. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.